Hi everyone. How's it going? The long summer is over and it has gotten quite cold in Japan. On such a cold day, we want to eat hot pot to warm our body. Sinapon will use oysters, clams, and cod fish to make seafood kimchi hotpot today. Okay, let's go. First, cut the dried kelp into a piece like this. The width varies depending on the individual kelp. I can't say how long. If you don't have any dried kelp, that's okay. This clay pot has an outer diameter of 22 centimeters and is just the right size for cooking for 2 people. Then add about 500 milliliters of water. While you prepare the ingredients, soak the kelp in water. 30 minutes or more is ideal though. We'll mix the seasonings that will be dissolved in the pot. She's adding powdered bonito stock and chicken bouillon powder because it tastes even better if you mix multiple soup stocks. When you use seasonings that are difficult to dissolve in the water, such as miso or gochujang, it is convenient to dissolve them with other liquid seasonings in advance. This is a quarter pre-cut Chinese cabbage. A whole Chinese cabbage is too big to fit in her refrigerator. She'll use maybe about half of the quarter cut. You'll cut it roughly and put the white part in the pot. These are shiitake mushrooms. This one wasn't fresh. The stipes of shiitake mushrooms are often hard, so cut them off. Today, she'll add decorative carvings to them. I guess she's in a good mood. Of course you don't need to do this. If you do, use a sharp knife and be careful not to cut yourself. Tilt the knife slightly. Make a slit towards the center. Rotate it 60 degrees each time you cut. Repeat 6 times and you'll get an asterisk. She gathered and put the scraps in the pot. And this is a fillet of cod. It's quite chunky. Cod meat is very delicate and breaks easily when cooked, so cut it into pieces so that it is easier to handle. Cod is a popular fish for hot pot and is available everywhere in the winter. The next popular fish for hot pot is monkfish or pufferfish. Most of them require professional hands, so they are often eaten at restaurants. She won't make any side dishes, so she'll add a variety of ingredients. Some might say use grilled tofu for hot pot, But I don't think you can get such tofu near you. What Sinapon is cutting is silken tofu. I think you can put any tofu. These are chives. Cut them long. These are called bean sprouts or bean shoots depending on the country. These two ingredients, chives and bean sprouts, are added just before the hot pot is complete. Remove the kelp before it boils. After boiling, the kelp will become slimy, so it is good to remove it. However, if you don't mind that, you can keep the kelp in the pot and eat it. It would be less tasty though. Add the mixed seasonings in the pot. Then add the cod fillets. Cover with a lid and let it boil. You can see that the cod fillets are about half cooked. You'll add tofu and the soft part of the Chinese cabbage. There are no set rules for the order of ingredients to be added. Just put the ingredients that take longer to cook first. Add as much kimchi as you like. Cover with the lid and continue cooking. The cod is probably cooked by now. Add the oysters. When oysters are heated, they shrink quite a bit. So if you put the oysters in first, spread the clams all over the pot. Put the lid back on and wait until you hear the sound. It looks like most of the clams have opened. In the end, you'll add the chives and bean sprouts on top. Put the lid back on, and turn off the stove. You are ready to eat. Before that, in Japan it's common to eat hot pot on a tabletop stove like this. Japan is a country prone to disasters, so many major earthquakes. So I think every household has this cooking utensil that can be used during power outages. Now let's move to the table. After they emptied the pot, there is one more thing you need to do. So please stay tuned.
Round 2.
When only the soup is left in the pot, it's time to make the final dish. She saved a bowl of steamed rice for this. Turn the stove up. Then pour in a beaten egg and stir slowly. This is a great way to avoid wasting all the flavorful soup. Ramen or udon noodles are sometimes added instead of rice. It's great to eat hot pot with family and friends. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to see you in the next video.